Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Afzal Tarar on the line, and he is founder and managing partner over at Quartus Capital Partners, LLC. And this episode is part of our iConnections Miami series, where we bring you the best of those that participated and attended in iConnections that took place in Miami. And Afzal, this is a reunion episode. You've been on the show before, right? Welcome back.
Yes, Adam, pleasure to reconnect with you again. I think it has been about 6 years.
Wow.
This is right before we launched our first fund for AI strategy. So it's about time that we're talking second time.
Man, time flies, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Well, first off, I'm just curious about iConnections. So I know you attended this year. Like, how long have you been involved with the ecosystem? Like, give us some of the backstory.
Okay, so Alan, we are a big fan of iConnections. And while I was waiting for you to call me, I just extended our relationship with iConnections for the next 3 years, right? Contractually. So what we have done, like many other emerging managers, we have tried many things under the sun to raise money. And iConnection has been one of the two events that has worked for us in a positive way. We have seen results. So we are a big fan, and we are going to be going to all of their events globally for the next 3 years and beyond.
Wow, what an amazing story. Man, so how long have you been part of it, by the way? Was this your first event?
About 3 years.
Wow,
about 3 years. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. What a great story. What keeps you, I'm just curious because just so you're aware, this is my first time attending this event. Like it's one of those things that people keep telling me about, and then finally I'm like, all right, I'll go. Let me check it out. Like I'll cover it, right? Because there's just so many things out there, but everybody kept telling me about this one. So I was like, all right, I'll go. So I flew out from LA to attend, and I was pleasantly surprised. But I'm curious for you, like what keeps you coming back? What makes this so special?
So, as I mentioned, we are an emerging manager. So we have been raising Fund 1, and now we are raising Fund 2. So we are always looking for attractive venues to meet high caliber and best-in-class LPs. And iConnection is one of those events where we have met high-quality LPs that we resonate with, and they resonate with us. So it's really a matter of matching us with the right people.
Oh, that's great. So let's switch it up a bit here. I want to get into your firm as well. So Quartus Capital Partners, I see founder here. Tell me a little bit more about the firm and why you founded it.
So Adam, I can give you a long version and a short version, but I'll stick with short version for now. I'm a computer scientist, computer engineer by academic background, right? I studied AI in late 80s and early 90s, okay? I never thought I would be talking about AI 30 plus years later, right? But I spent 25 plus years in management consulting, working for some of the largest consulting firms globally in the US and in Asia. So about 10 years ago, I woke up and I said, I think I need to combine my consulting experience, my global travels and experience, and capital together. And that's when Quartus Capital Partner was born. So we're basically leveraging our technology background, consulting background, operator background globally to small private ventures. So we are applying that global experience to mid-stage venture capital funded companies.
Let's go further into the AI side of things. How do you view the AI investment ecosystem? Like maybe give us a little bit of an overview.
Okay. So for some people who might be listening, AI may be new to them because it has been more fashionable for the last few years. For some of us, like me, AI is not new, and it's probably fourth or fifth chapter in the book. So when I was studying AI in late 80s, early 90s, what some of us called maybe third wave of AI at that time. Now it's a fourth or fifth. So it's not the same AI. That AI was very rudimentary when I was studying. But the concepts and principles were very similar. But now AI has significantly scaled in terms of what it can do and how fast it can do. So and there are trillions of dollars being invested in AI ecosystem as we speak. To answer these questions of where the risk lie, where the value lie, we put together internally a 6-layered architecture or playbook to advise or educate our investors. And Adam, I would be very happy to briefly walk you through that if that is of interest.
Yes, please. I mean, yeah, go for it.
Yes. So this Quartus AI investment playbook has 6 levels or layers. 3 of them are horizontal. So if you're visualizing the 3 things on the bottom, think of them as 3 tracks for a train, right? Instead of 2 tracks, there are 3. One is hardware infrastructure. This is where NVIDIA and the likes fit. Second is a cloud infrastructure. This is where Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and so forth fit. The third one is the AI models, where LLM and other future AI models would reside. So these are 3 horizontal infrastructure layers. So these are the tracks on which pretty much all future enterprises will run. So this is where trillions of dollars, literally trillions of dollars, have been invested and are being invested. And the other thing that's happening, David, is among these 3 horizontal layers, infrastructure layers, a lot of parties are doing deals with each other. There have been 3 or triangular relationships. So, for example, would be NVIDIA is investing in, let's say, Oracle data centers, right?
Right.
Oracle is investing in OpenAI, right? And they are using NVIDIA chips. So these 3 companies, as an example, are partnering with each other. We don't invest in that infrastructure layer, those 3 infrastructure layers, simply because this is a game or area for very, very large enterprises that can live without trillions of dollars. However, we as human beings, humanity and business will benefit from all the investment they're making. We don't know. I don't know who is going to make money in those 3 infrastructure layers and when. But I am sure of the fact that we are all going to benefit from this.
Right.
So we're all going to benefit from it. On top of these 3 horizontal layers, there are 3 vertical layers. One is AI-enabled productivity. So this is where we have more general purpose or generic productivity tools. Examples would be note-taking apps, right? AI editing apps, things of that nature. Second vertical layer is what we call vertical AI solutions for high-value sectors. So this is where we at Quartus primarily focus on. So this is where there are more proprietary AI models and proprietary data are being created for specific narrow areas within, let's say, education and learning, healthcare, logistics, supply chain, security, and so forth. So we're not talking about supply chain in general or healthcare in general. We're talking about chronic disease care using AI.
Yeah.
Or traumatic brain injury or air traffic control, using AI, things of that nature. The 6th and last layer in our model is called physical AI and robotics. So this is where AI is being applied to things that are physical in nature. Could be self-driving cars, Waymo, Tesla, right? The AI software they are using, right? And then in the future, there will be humanoid or unhumanoid or non-humanoid robots for business and social or industrial use, right? So those are 6 layers or buckets, 3 horizontal on the bottom and 3 vertical that sit on the top. So in a nutshell, the 3 on the top are basically riding those 3 on the bottom, okay? They are benefiting from it. And they're not investing billions of dollars. They're investing billions of dollars or maybe hundreds of millions of dollars, but not billions of dollars. And they are actually delivering the impactful results to businesses and communities.
Yeah. So, as we go into Q2, so we're going to blink, it'll be Q2, right? We're recording this kind of mid-March. What excites you right now about the market? And what kind of conversations are being had in your firm right now?
So a lot of questions are being asked about the investors' exposure or risk exposure to the infrastructure layer. So that's on the negative side or the downside, okay? So people are saying, I'm invested in credit funds, and credit funds have lent money to data center development. Would I make money? Would I be at risk? So those questions are being rightfully asked. So some credit funds are already in trouble, and more credit funds are appearing to be in trouble in the coming months and years. Right? So that's on the downside. Upside is many new innovations are being created in those three vertical layers, particularly in the vertical layer 2 and vertical layer 3. Okay, and we are very excited about the kinds of applications and solutions that are being created in those two vertical layers.
That's great.
Particularly in healthcare, particularly in security, cybersecurity, logistics, education, and things of that sort.
That's great. Afzal, this has been great having you back on the show and getting congrats on the success. Glad to hear you're in another fund. I'm happy to hear iConnections is working out for you as well. And I'm sure I'll be back covering more events, so we're going to see each other more and more. That being said, for today, if somebody wants to learn more about Cordis Capital Partners, LLC, or to connect with your team and to follow, how do they do that?
Well, the best way to do that would be to go to our website, www.quartuscap.com, QUARTUS cap.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, Afzal Tarar, AFZAL, last name Tarar, TARAR, and happy to follow up with any and all guests that want to contact us.
Fantastic. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so you can just click on the links and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Yes, you heard me right. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow button. And Afzal, thanks again for coming back on the show as a return guest. So good to hear from you, and thanks again.
Alan, thank you very much.